Hey guys, put your masks on, we're going to the shop.
Check the crypto. Check. Come on, seen them?
Hey guys, so I know you're probably thinking, what is this slop? Is this dude actually making a video about cereal and milk? But hear me out. I've seen videos and articles online that sort of talk about staples for cyclists or important food for cyclists, and they're always stuff that just is not relevant to me. They're like, always make sure you have quinoa in the cupboard so that you can cook it up. And I'm like, on what planet am I making quinoa when I'm trying to get out the door to go for a ride? So here are my 3 things that I always make sure I have stocked in my kitchen to help me sustain my training. So the first one is cereal. Now I like cornflakes, but whatever cereal floats your boat, I always make sure I have it. Now it's good for a few things. Firstly, as a recovery meal, it's nice. I might have a shake and then a bowl of cereal after that if I've gone for a pretty solid ride. But the other thing is, how often do you go through the day? Maybe you clock off work at 4 and you got a couple hours before the sun sets. You're like, cool, I got time to go for a ride. So you finish work, ready to go for a ride. You're like, crap, I'm a bit hungry. I'll go grab a bite to eat. And you're digging through the cupboards and there's nothing to eat. And then you kind of procrastinate. Maybe you scroll through your phone. I know I do. And then 15, 20 minutes has passed and you don't really feel like riding anymore and you're still hungry and then you end up missing the ride altogether. So I find for me, cereal is the perfect thing in that situation. If it's processed foods like this, fortification can help. So these cornflakes here, they're fortified with vitamin B3, folic acid, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, and iron as well. So if you're having some of these more processed foods, it's useful that they're fortified because it means that you're going to be getting in more of these nutrients of concern, which are why they've been specifically added in. So for me, I think fortification, eating foods that are fortified is good. The second thing I always make sure I have on hand is some sort of burger or protein source in the freezer. So the reason for this is that if I'm working throughout the day, let's say I ride in the morning, I'm working, gets to like 12, 1 o'clock and I need to have lunch, it's the easiest thing is to just pull out a burger from the freezer, stick it in the pan, heat it up, and now I'm getting a good source of protein, and it's really versatile. So I might do these burgers, stick them on some bread or in a roll and do some burgers, or even like cook these and have it as a protein source and then have like some vegetable soup with it. That's a good one I go to, but it's just super easy and means that I'm never going like hours hungry and then having to order takeaway or anything like that. Again, in terms of the fortification, these ones are fortified, so they've got zinc, iron, and B12 added in, which I find is really useful. They're nutrients that are important for performance, so that's an added plus as well to have that fortification in there. And then the third thing I always make sure I have on hand, which seems really obvious, is milk. So I choose soy milk. So what is this useful for? Obviously, if I'm having cereal, I need milk. But as well, like little things, like if I'm getting to the afternoon, I'm kind of getting a little bit hungry, but I don't want to have an entire meal. I make like hot chocolate or a tea or something like that, so I need milk for that. Or a smoothie, so I might keep some fruit on hand, like strawberries, for example, and then instead of to mix up my recovery shake, I might just do soy milk, strawberries, and a bit of sugar, and make my own recovery shake. So milk is an obvious one, but I need to have it on hand. If I don't have milk in the fridge, I'm screwed. I'm not going to get through the day. So again, in terms of soy milks, you got to be careful what one you're buying because some of them taste disgusting. If you're in Australia, you can get this Vitasoy one, which I prefer the Vitasoy, the Milky Light. I think it tastes really good. And this is fortified as well. So if you're getting a plant-based milk, make sure it's fortified with calcium because milk is an important source of calcium. And if it's not fortified, then you're missing out on calcium, which is really important. And be careful with the plant-based milks because they can be low in protein. Soy milk's good because it's higher in protein, which is useful to have as well. Obviously, that's not all I eat. I do eat proper meals, but that's the stuff that I'm always make sure I have as a staple. So hopefully that was useful information to some of you out there.